So hello everyone, this is Aether Nightmare and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So this time around we will be working on Elegy of Dust and Lamplight, Rest Beyond Reach. Rarier used the cannon in Nasha Town to obtain a complete body. The chaos caused by the wild hunt is far from over. So I'm going to enable a focused experience mode just in case. I've been told there's... I don't see a quest that I can trip on, but apparently there is one. So since 7.0 is now officially out, I'm working on it. Let us head into town. Also, Misha's here. I guess I'll just pick a teleport waypoint. Can I find Misha? Where are you? There you are. You're at the food stall. Or Mika, excuse me.
This should just about do it.
Misha, Mika, Mishka. Names. Mika, what brings you here? For some reason I was thinking of the Honkai Star Rail character when I said his name. And because, you know, Slavic names. Are you out delivering letters again?
Traveler? Hello? I didn't think I'd run into you here.
Should I be worried about the fish heads?
Right. I should have realized. Master Jean told me you'd be here. We just didn't know when you'd arrive.
A while.
I
I
didn't
arrived a while
expect to
ago.
run into you as soon as I set foot in nod-krai.
The Knights of Favonius knew I'd be coming. Did Grandmaster Varga?
Yes. The Grandmaster sent you a letter, didn't he? He also sent one back to Mondstadt, telling us all about how you were doing. Of course, all the knights back home are still figuring out how to support you. But the Grandmaster wrote that we shouldn't be hasty and that he already had everything in hand.
Things were indeed in order, don't worry. He even got me some amazing accommodations.
Yep, the Grandmaster's always reliable when it comes to important business. So when he says he'll handle something, we know we can count on him. But of course, if you run into any trouble, remember that the knights will always be there to help you. Feel free to come look for us whenever. After all, you're our honorary knight, a valued member of our order. That's what Master Jean told me to tell you when I departed from Mondstadt.
It's not from you specifically. In that case, I'd like some apple cider. We are getting close to apple cider season here, too. In that case, I'd like some sweet madame. I'll go with cider.
Huh? Give me a moment. I didn't bring any sweet madame with me, but I do happen to have a bottle of our best cider. Captain Kaya asked me to bring it along. He knew you'd miss it. Guess he was right.
Kaya thought of even that. I'd expect nothing less from his razor-sharp mind. I mean, apple cider, I know this kind is probably alcoholic, but base apple cider is hard to turn down.
Okay,
especially fresh pressed.
I need a minute. I put it in my backpack and wrapped it in clothes. Oh, here it is. Go on. Have a taste.
Did you bring some for the Grandmaster? I heard he loves his liquor.
I did.
Oh, so this is alcoholic.
When I was leaving, the Grandmaster specifically asked me to bring some bottles of our very best dandelion wine for him. At first, Master Jean protested that my main objective on this long journey was to deliver letters to nod-krai, and she'd rather I not overload my luggage. She said someone else could transport it later. But after giving it much thought, I packed 2 bottles of wine for the Grandmaster anyway. Otherwise, he'd be talking my ear off about how wonderful dandelion wine is while waiting for it to get delivered. Oh, right.
Sounds like something I would
If you
do.
crave fresh sweet madames and steak, do come back and visit the Knights of Favonius' headquarters when you're free. That was what Amber wanted me to tell you. And that's all the messages I have for you. I should get going. Farewell, honorary knight.
But I want to know your thoughts. You're not just the male Moogle. There we go, get some apple cider from Mika. Antidote. I mean, some people say it as an antidote. Let's see. Return to Nasha Town and reunite with your companions. Everyone convenes, recounting what happened.
We were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Ray hero Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious cuckoosaur into the wild. I am sorry. Is no one here familiar with cuckoosaurs?
I am. I got the reference.
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation?
You're not backing out of this.
Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now. So my canon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
It's not your fault, I know, nor was it even the cannons.
That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Just because he used it to his advantage doesn't mean we still can't not protect the town from the wild hunt. It's kind of a catch-22.
Flints, we'll
We just
need
have to
you
be careful
attend
with
to the
it.
aftermath with the Light Keepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Don't blame him for being introverted.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted?
He's joking, Paimon.
Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me? There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey.
Understandable. We've done a whole bunch in regards to solving his murder, but we never really got to send him off.
This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I once heard the tale of a lantern fae,
I've heard that one too.
and I'd like to say the same to him. There's no need to be so fixated on the outcome. I mean, that's kind of not the best thing to say to someone who, just got murdered. And don't fixate on the outcome, which is that he's dead.
Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals, but we will pursue him to the last, even if the outcome is not what we wish for. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
I'm glad to hear that's how you see it. I mean, I don't 100% agree, but
What are you two talking about? Care to explain?
not right now, Paimon. I'll tell you when we're back.
Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites.
I mean, the more I learn about the life cycle system in Teyvat, the less I see it as similar to our own of like, oh, the dead must stay dead and we respect that. I'm like, no, the dead are very much alive.
Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Yeah, honestly, so much about death in this game is more a state of being than it is an actual finality. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered, though we maybe stay a while and look back upon the world with all its love and hatred. That's, yeah, the one we've been reading before. Leave the place. Let's go. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail gets more into it than Genshin does, with, like, states of being and whatever, but with Genshin treating it as if it's a one-way thing, when it is so very clearly not. There's so much that I disagree with certain characters' takes on the afterlife or death.
It's the Wanatar! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
I'd like to meet with other people first. Optional objectives. I want to go talk with the people in town. So there are 4 people that I can talk with in town. I do have a little bit of a guide open in the side view. I can't spoil myself this way, but I do have little teeny tiny objectives. A little checkbox for me to help stay on task. So first on the list is Dory. Where are you? Further below it says, oops. Wait. Oh! When did clicking the stick open the map? Is that new? Has that always been here? I'm not a stick clicker, so I don't really know. I hate games that require me to do so.
What brings you here? Didn't expect to see you around again.
Because it's so bad for your sticks to do that.
And where have you been, huh? Didn't run away or anything, did ya? Oh, of course not. I was simply elsewhere discussing business deals.
I've seen her in so many upcoming quests that it feels weird to accuse her of being gone.
Indeed, it was all thanks to you that my little store was saved. I am grateful, so grateful.
She's peeking over the glasses while she says so. Okay, you can cut it with the acting now.
What? Why, I wasn't acting in the slightest. And didn't I tell you that my prices were reasonable? Oh, but you still turn to that curatorium of secrets, or whatever it is they call it. If even regulars such as you abandon ship like this, what can a businesswoman do but take her wares elsewhere?
You're way too wary of the curatorium. That's because they're able to sniff out all of her shady dealings.
And how should I not be, Running small overseas enterprises is no mean feat. Never mind when such formidable competition exists. Forget it. Fortune and destiny are as one, so there is no use complaining. It's not as if Nefer did me no favors on account of our common homeland when I first arrived. If anything is to blame, it is the lack of opportunity to have her owe me in turn big time. Now then, should she ever need anything, you make sure, no, make doubly sure, to inform me first, alright?
Okay, next is... oops, not that. Okay, there we go. Now I can see it. Chat with Nefer and Lauma. Chat with Aino and Flynn's. Nefer and Yahoda. Can I see them on the map? I can see one. Maybe the other ones don't appear. Or maybe they're further, like, into the map? Oh, I think Flynn's is at Clank Craft Shop. Okay, where is she? You think I'd get more used to this layout by now, but no. Okay, now it says she's up. Oh no, she's right here.
Boss, do you remember that thing that I wanted to ask your opinion about? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort should the Curatorium of Secrets put in if we were to work with others again? Is that a 1? Isn't that kinda low?
Guess again.
Wait. You mean 0? But wouldn't we just be slapping our brand on the joint venture and calling it a day? Why even team up at that point?
Yehoda, what I mean to say is that there's neither an upper nor lower limit.
Aw, that's just like you, boss. Always thinking ahead. Wait a minute. That's not an answer at all. Is it? Oh, come on. Just give me a number, boss. Please.
Maybe it's her way of saying there is no limit. We do our best regardless of the job, because the job by itself is important. Right, Loma.
Krumkake creation complete. Please, enjoy while it's hot.
Thank you for going to the trouble of remembering that, Miss Anefa. May this taste bear witness to a friendship that will endure forever and a day.
Is she allowed to eat that?
Understood. However, I fear that krumkakes do not keep for that long. A week at most may pass before their taste deteriorates.
She might be able to use like a soy cream.
That's not quite what I meant by...
Or into almond cream.
Oh? We appeared to have some guests.
They must have followed the aroma of the krumkake. It's all right. Come closer. Anefa's a friend.
Affirmative. In fact, I can devise a cereal omelet based on individual preferences before crushing it into servings to share around.
Huh?
What are they saying?
They are discussing your address. They wish to go home with you.
We can be fed all the time. You are now free food, lady. And Krumkake Craft Shop. I guess I have to come in this way. I kind of wish it was a little closer, but oh well. I wonder if he's actually in the craft shop.
The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
Actually, I can't tell where he is. Linz? There's Ino. It's probably with her.
Flint? Don't see you coming around here often. Just feel free to take a look. I'm busy right now.
Well, I've come to visit you, Miss Ino. Here, I've brought some snacks from town in their traditional butter flavor. So, where should I leave them?
Shh! Anefa might hear you!
Butterscotch
So,
pie?
what's the occasion? Are you gonna say that the rat Ninki will be taking over all Wild Hunt incidents after that hiccup with the cannon?
And criticize a genius like yourself on account of results that none of us could anticipate. We would not be that crass. If we really did do that, I dare say we shall never again see technological breakthroughs.
Sweet talker.
It gladdens me to have set your heart at ease.
Anyway, what's the matter exactly?
And it kind of is, if you think about it.
Well, could you help me repair this lantern? I did bring it to Nasha Town to get it fixed, but it broke again during our previous battle.
You want a genius like me to go fix a lantern?
Oh, my apologies. Perhaps this request should be better directed to Miss Inefa, and perhaps the snacks too.
And we have switched to blackmail.
I mean, I can totally do this, no problem. Wait right there. I'll be done before you can say fix it.
Much obliged, then.
And next time this happens to you, make sure to come to me first, you hear?
And bring the snacks.
Fix my lantern, he says. Please, this won't take 10 minutes.
Should we just leave
If only
that there with
everyone knew
the
what the
Sylvie
heck they
Miss?
were doing. Take that Hinsa, for instance. How in the world do you end up creating an integrated controller for the cannon and the barrier from random components people ask you to fix? Ugh, it gives me a headache just thinking about it. I gave him a real earful and told him to send me regular reports. If he's been working on it lately, I want to hear about it. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm partly at fault too, alright?
Yeah, but you're a child. Wait, are the other characters just randomly standing around too? I didn't see them when they did.
Ah, fancy meeting you here. I've decided my lantern has earned itself some thorough maintenance after that rather intense battle. Thank you for keeping my secrets, despite knowing as much as you do.
I didn't have time to ask this before, but why were the Lightkeepers able to detect your lantern?
Well, because otherwise I'd get in trouble with the Starshiner. If they couldn't detect my own lantern, I suspect the higher-ups would foist a standard-issue Ratnik lantern on me. A Ratnik carrying 2 lanterns. Imagine that. It would be an aesthetic transgression of the highest order.
It just reminds me of the quote from Dirk Gently. It's like, why do you have 2 flashlights? Well, I mean, the dang gun, the dang belt has like 6 different holsters, so it's kind of one of those why not scenarios. Okay, now we can probably go back and follow the little dude. Yeah, I didn't see the other characters standing around, so that might have just been him and Aino. Now I gotta get all the way back up there somehow. Do I take people's roofs? I feel like there's probably an easier way, but I'm both lazy and stubborn. Alright, Lunatar, let's go. Where do you wish to take me?
Going out on a rainy day.
Alright, ride the rail. What are you doing out?
Columbina! What are you doing here? Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me? Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you? Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Rare, if I had to guess, he's a threat to all who live in nod-krai.
Well, it's good
had to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
I'm concerned about Rare. Let's talk about the Fatui. I've been thinking about our spaceship. No, I'm concerned about Rare. Wonder if she lets me ask all of them.
Insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future.
Well, yeah, finding out his goals is probably for everybody's best interest. Let's talk about the Fatui.
Well, Sandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care.
Yeah, I know they were trying to use it as an excavator. I'm not really sure if it is a weapon or not, though, unless she means Sandrone and Polonia? I've been thinking about our spaceship.
I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others. And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat.
A feat that means that the knowledge of our spaceship and therefore our past was hidden to us in a way that not even a goddess can recall. Was it deliberately tampered with? It has to be, but by whom? And why and how? I guess I'm good for now.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Elegy of Dust and Lamplight complete.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right! Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
He finally makes an appearance, sort of, in voice again. I guess we did hear him over the phone. Really? All that and I get a common chest? The heck?
Here you go.
2 primo gems. I guess? What's with all the quests all of a sudden? Hello? Maybe it unlocked like a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, problem sorting robot. In the Crumb Kake craft shop, I know is currently having trouble with a malfunctioning robot. I'm kind of debating whether to do the start of Act 3. Because the next one is going to be Hidden in the Shadows. A Nation That Doesn't Exist, Song of Welkin Moon, Act 3. So that was the end of Act 2. I kind of want to look and see, though, if the other one wouldn't maybe take as long. Problem sorting robot. We should probably do that, actually. Let's head to the craft shop. Yeah, I wonder if people only get warped into 7.0 Snezhnaya if they've already completed nod-krai, which I have not done. This means I might miss some time stuff that's just like really basic quests for Snezhnaya, but I've also missed a few others here and there as well. Yeah, Everwinter, so yeah, this Mutual Aid and Bloom, this might, I might not be able to get to this one, sorry. Because if I have to finish, like, the entirety of, nod-krai in order to even unlock it, yeah, that's not happening. You're asking me to do, like, 50 hours of content in 4 days? I just don't know if I can hold up for that.
Nothing's going right lately. Is a good night's sleep too much to ask for?
Sometimes.
There, I know. If nothing is going right, then nothing is the problem. And if nothing is the problem, everything is going to be alright.
I feel like that was my complaint on stream for so many years, which is why I have to go back and do all the editing. If nothing is going right, then nothing is the problem. If nothing is the problem, everything is going to be alright. That's actually a decent look on it, but that's not what she was getting at all.
You really think so? You know, Inafa, you've gotten a lot better at comforting people since you went away. I bet it's the Traveler's influence.
I could not say, but thank you. Please get some rest. I will inspect these sorting robots for you.
I'm gonna give each one a hit on the head with my wrench. I gotta see for myself which one is going haywire.
Greetings.
Oh, Traveler! Paimon! It's you! Hi, Aino! Hi, Inafa! It feels like it's been ages since I last saw you two. Or, wait, maybe not. I don't know. It's all a blur. Sorry. I didn't sleep too good last night. My head's a mess.
That's me very frequently,
But
I
anyway,
understand.
Seeing you makes me feel a bit better.
I know. It appears my analysis was correct.
Huh?
You were getting upset over nothing, but now that the Traveler and Paimon are here, your mood has improved.
Sometimes you just need a change of
Conclusion.
perspective and pace.
Everything is going to be alright.
Huh. Well, I can't fault that logic.
Just get me off the proverbial hamster wheel, so to speak.
Oh, what's the matter, Aino? You can tell us. Whatever's going on, we'll help you out. Oh, it's nothing major. People keep getting into fights around here, and last night, they crashed right into my workshop. All the clinking and clanking makes it hard to sleep.
That happened outside my apartment before.
Oh, sounds like the Clink Clank from Kage Craft Shop is living up to its name. Oh, sorry, not the point. So, who are these people? They sound dangerous.
Do not be alarmed. It's a group of treasure hoarders on the run after stealing from the Fatui.
Treasure hoarders? Dipping into the Vatui's pockets? Wow, the nod-krai faction's pretty bold. Sorry, again, not the point. What matters is, disturbing people in the middle of the night is unacceptable. Yeah, before Inafa came back, all I could do was hide in the workshop and curse them under my breath. But now, I can teach them a lesson.
I already cleared them out last night. You will not be bothered again, I know.
You're the best, Inafa. Wow, so problem solved, right? Well, the sleeping problem is solved, but now there's an issue with my prospector bots. They're supposed to sort out the useful treasure from the junk. Nice! Sounds impressive. No, not impressive. There's a traitor among them.
Correct. The sorting bots delivered several items of no utility this morning. The ratio of useful to non-useful items suggests that one of the bots has malfunctioned.
My bots don't just break down for no reason. You know what I think? It was sabotage! And it must have been one of those people from last night.
Did accidentally get bonked? I mean, sometimes stuff does just break down for no reason and you just need to occasionally run a diagnostic and see what's going on.
And we'll find them and make them pay. Yeah! But first, I need to figure out which bot they messed with.
I swear, code gets hiccups.
How are you going to do that? By staring him down. You gotta put a little pressure on him and see which one starts to sweat. Okay.
But they don't have pores.
Psychological warfare? That works on robots? I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'll just drag them into a small room and interrogate them one by one.
Isn't that still psychological warfare? I mean, these little robots do technically have the souls of Natlanie's dragons in them. So, like, technically, that's not the same as interrogating a robot. They do have souls, so I guess it could have some work to it. Can't you just take them apart and see which one's broken?
How's that fair? Two of them are just hard-working little bots. If I take them apart, even though nothing's wrong, it'll hurt their feelings.
Dragging them into a room for psychological warfare won't?
Okay then. Alright, listen up, you three. One of you has messed up big time. And if you don't own up, you'll be dragging your friends down with you. So, time to come clean. What are we gonna do again? We'll let you off. But just this once.
Stare down the bots to track down the culprit.
You stared them down all right, Traveler. Notice anything off?
I think it's the bot on the right?
Yep, that's it. What did I say? A little psychological pressure does the trick. Come on, help me catch him.
Oh good, I guessed right. I kinda had to, like, genuinely do a double take there.
Come on, help me catch him.
Okay, I can't talk to Inepa.
I know, Inepa! We caught him! Do you need to check him over?
Analyzing exterior. No anomalies detected. The probability of malfunction due to an external injury is low.
Huh. Must be the processor then. Let me open him up and have a look. Uh-oh! He's on the run again! Catch him!
Are you working with the treasure hoarders, Mr.
What?
Bot?
Is that him? How did he get so big?
He became companion cube, combined with other robots.
No, those are scrap sorting bots. It appears he can still connect to them.
Okay, well now I'm getting curious. There's more going on here than a simple malfunction. But we need to catch him first. Try sucking him out.
Oh. Ah! That didn't work. Oh, there he is. Gotcha. Trying to pluck one out of the Rubik's Cube.
Oh, finally, we caught him. Man, what is going on with this bot? Wouldn't you like to know? Huh? You can talk? I know. Is he supposed to do that? No, it's not possible. I mean, my prospector bots do have a voice function, but it's all preset phrases. There's no way they have awareness like Inepa. Their cores aren't even a fraction as advanced as hers. But it seems like he can communicate. Could his core have been upgraded or something?
Maybe the treasure hoarders had something that they dropped and he picked it up? and it expanded his core? Or increased its capacity? Can you tell me your name? Maybe they were out stealing RAM and he got some.
Can you mind your own business? Jeez, why is this bot so aggressive? It's like we're the ones being interrogated. Oh, just you wait. If you don't get out of my sight, I'll round you all up and send you straight to the Fortress of Marrowseed.
The
Marrowpeed.
Fortress of Marrowseed. What kind of place is that?
What is it again?
You mean the Fortress of Marrowpeed? Also, is this maybe a different little soul? Oh gosh, what are they called? The little, I can't think of them, but they're from Fontaine. The little slug bunnies. They're technically also dragon souls.
Marrowpeed. Yeah, that seems right.
So you're from Fontaine.
Would you stop with the personal questions? So intrusive. Leave a girl alone. Whoa! What do you mean, girl? You're a junk sorting robot.
Paimon, we don't play that game around here.
I'm a girl. Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened, but something is definitely wrong here. This isn't the prospector bot I know, that's for sure. Well, guess the only way to find out is to open you up and see what's going on.
Paimon, if the robot wants to go by she, her, we respect that.
Don't come any closer! Somebody help! It's okay. I'm a girl too.
Yeah, but you still want to crack her open like a walnut.
Apologies, Traveler in Paimon. Aino prefers to devote her full focus to solving problems. I believe she needs some time to get to the bottom of this issue. Perhaps it would be best to follow up tomorrow.
Wait until 8 o'clock the next day. I also want to put this in focused experience mode just in case it starts the other quest. Yeah, why can't I think of the names of the cute little bunny people? I can't. Brain is stuck. I literally did the whole big Fontaine event film festival, and yet brain stuck. Anyway. Sorry guys, sometimes the brain cell gets jammed. It's not that I don't know what I'm doing, it just gets stuck up there. I can see them in my head, but finding words... Sometimes part of dyslexia isn't just not being able to spell things correctly or remember how they're spelled. It's also like forgetting words and things like that, even if you can directly see the thing that you want to convey in your mind. So, yeah. Sorry. It makes commentating a little hard sometimes.
Weird. I know I only installed an average nod-krai machine core.
Think of it sort of like language always being a secondary skill instead of a primary one.
Aino and Emma, we're here.
Greetings.
Even your main language is like a second language, even though it's technically your first language. So, is the problem solved?
I mean, I found the source of the malfunction, but now I have way more questions than answers. What? Why?
The bot has the wrong core. It is not the one Aino installed originally, but the core of a clockwork mecha from Fontaine.
It has the wrong core? Oh, so now we have to hunt down the original one?
Well, Paimon, technically these robots have souls, which means it was a kidnapping. Maybe an unintentional one, but nonetheless.
It's no big deal. The original core was just something I salvaged from a pile of junk. Believe me, it's nothing special. The problem
Or maybe it's
is,
the same
this
soul.
new core is really advanced. I don't even understand half of its functions.
I think the soul is still technically in there. I interpreted wrong. So the soul is still in the robot. It does have a new advanced core, one that she doesn't understand.
they can talk like an Eppa?
I don't know if the clockwork mechas talk, though.
No idea. What I can tell is that this core went through a massive explosion at some point. Almost all the modules are damaged, but I can't fix any of them.
Wow! If even Ino's stumped, it must be really complicated.
The core originates from Fontaine, but little is known about this technology. Without relevant knowledge, a breakthrough will take time.
Yeah, but it's not all bad news. I managed to extract a useful bit of information from the data I could salvage. One word. Charred.
Charred? Is that its name?
Or is it what happened after the explosion?
I doubt it, but I'm sure it's important. It was stored in the deepest part of the core. That's the best protected part, which is why I was able to salvage something from there.
The best protected part?
In
Colonel
the event that my
Paimon.
core sustained damage, that's where I would move all Ino-related data to keep it intact.
Ah! Knock on wood, knock on wood! Your core is gonna be just fine, Inefa. Don't jinx yourself like that.
I was engaging in a hypothetical discussion.
Doesn't matter, you still gotta say it. Say knock on wood.
Aren't you supposed to
Knock on
actually
wood.
knock on wood, though?
Like that?
Yeah! Whew, that was a close one. Huh? Anyway, I bet there's other data preserved deep in the core too. Otherwise, this thing wouldn't be able to talk. And I'm gonna extract it all. Here, data, come to Ino.
Man, this core is so mysterious. But if it's so high-tech, how did it end up inside a random prospector bot?
Bingo! That's the question, isn't it? Who replaced the original core with this one and why? I mean, even though it's damaged, the research value is off the charts.
Maybe they were just trying to hide it. Maybe it has something to do with the Fatui or the treasure hoarders. They thought like, oh, I'll just stick it in this random prospector bot and come back and fetch it later, not realizing that the bot would actually be able to adapt and use it.
Bingo! That has to be the answer. You know what happened the day before it started malfunctioning? The Fatui chased a group of treasure hoarders straight into my workshop. I'm thinking the treasure hoarders stole the core from the Fatui and needed a place to hide it. So, they stuffed it in my prospector bot and handed the original core over to the Fatui to smooth things over. Makes sense, don't you think? I'm pretty clever, right, Inefa?
Of course. In fact, intel from the curatorium appears to corroborate this hypothesis. Several of Marinette's subordinates were robbed on their way back to Snezhnaya. Although it is unclear what was stolen, the culprits were identified as a group of 3 treasure hoarders. Their leader is a silver-haired woman wearing a hood. As for the remaining 2 members, there is a man with pink hair and a man with purple hair.
Wow! So Paimon was right. The local treasure hoarders around here aren't bold.
Actually, this group has only been active recently. The curatorium suspects them to be outsiders not local to this area.
Who cares? Yehoda said they're just a bunch of small fry anyway.
Well, what should we do now?
Yeah. If those treasure hoarders really did mean to hide the core in this bot, they're probably gonna come back for it.
Let them come. If they're nice, I'll even share my crunkakes with them. And if they're mean, Inefa will give them a good old knuckle sandwich.
And if they try to take back the core?
I already thought of that. I'm just gonna hide it. Inefa, can you get Little Chard and the others to come over here?
I mean, she does have the little bot armory.
Hold on to your hats. I'm gonna hide Little Chard in a scrap prospector bot.
What did you just call me?
Come on, we have to call you something. What? Do you already have a name?
Lombro.
What kind of name is that? Did you get it from somewhere in your data bank? It doesn't sound like a little girl's name to me.
Remember, she can name herself whatever she wants. How about Charred Lombro?
Oh, so use Lombro as a last name. Huh, I kinda like it. Then it's decided. You're Charred Lombro from now on. No complaining, alright? You're stuck with it either way. You're the one who decided to hide out here, so from now on, you work for me.
I know, she didn't decide anything. She was stuffed in a box.
Like the sound of that.
Correction. This bot has no capacity to like or dislike something in its current state.
Huh? Why?
Because its core was destroyed 6 ways to Sunday. So, right now, its tone and mannerisms are all just a simulation of whatever data has been preserved. Like, remember how I found the word charred in the data? Well, if that refers to a person, then basically, little Charred is just imitating their way of speaking.
It's just a tsundere.
That's how it works.
Anyway, we can figure all that out later. First, we need to make sure little Charred is hidden. Why don't you take the reins, Traveler? It's super cool. You'll see.
Hi, little Charred.
Why don't you take the reins, Traveler?
Probably shouldn't have been standing there.
Nice job! You've got some engineering chops, that's for sure. And thanks to you, I'm now the proud owner of the most advanced prospector bot in town. I expect good work out of you, little Charred. But don't worry, you'll be compensated.
Like I care.
We gotta do something about that temper of yours. Maybe a little flower on your head will soften you up a bit.
Is she actually gonna build the flower? Like a little mechanical one? I guess she is.
There, much cuter. Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, Paimon, if you ever pick up stuff you have no use for, like screws and nuts and things, just bring them to me. I can make them into flowers or use them to upgrade my console. Oh, and I don't expect you to hand them over for free. I pay good prices for scrap. You're gonna want to stop by every day. Deal?
Deal, I guess. I wonder if this is gonna be how we unlock some other things in nod-krai.
Awesome! Turns out Ineffa was right all along. Everything is gonna be alright. Good luck out there on your travels. I hope everything goes alright for you too.
Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna be some sort of like daily or weekly quest. Meeting point. Clink Clank Kumkrake Craft Shop. I wonder if that's what these do now. Oh, it's no longer blue. So many of these used to be... I could have sworn these used to be blue. Am I nuts? Am I losing my mind? Yeah, this is gonna be something. Luna Sigils. Lempo Isle Exploration Progress. 43-10%? Luna Treasure Compass. Oh, is this how we get treasure compasses for these areas? The Tale-Telling Heart. I can get 6 sigils that way. Team Rigor or Team Intuition. Whisper Beneath the Waves. The Power of Research. Friends of Molly Valley. Yeah, this is similar to the weekly-ish quests that are in other regions. It's also the treasure quest. So, unlock the Lunar Treasure Compass exploration ability. Upgrades compass exploration ability. Okay, so it could be updated twice. Construct. Exploration ability increased to level 1. The current meeting point level has been increased to 1, which has unlocked the Luna Treasure Compass's exploration ability to the present area. It can display the current area's treasures and relevant clues. I have heard that the one in nod-krai is different to how they operate in other regions. They've made it a bit better. Up to 10 treasures and relevant clues, including oculi. Yeah, they made it so it actually functions the way you think it would for other regions, and it also combines the oculi function, whereas these only search out treasures, and you have to be relatively nearby them. This one can also eventually do oculi, so if I go in here, can I... Oh, it's already equipped. So if I do this, as you can see, it points out treasure! Just like before. But the more I do quests, apparently, the more it will point out for me. Is that a robot with a drink and a hot dog? Okay. Has a long cooldown on it still. What's up there? Oh, that's just foliage on the tree. I'm like, what's that green thing? It says it's around here-ish. Is it up top, like on the roof? Yeah, it might be. Hopes if I have an easier time of getting up there. There we go. Oh gosh, there's a pit. There's a pit. There's a pit. Sorry about that. I kind of got up here and freaked all the way out. Okay, where the heck is it? Is it in the pit? No, it's on the roof. I'm dumb.
Don't let any of it roll away now.
What happens if I... Oh, it won't let me in. Ah. I was so curious about going in, but it won't let me. Yeah, these have a pretty good draw distance on them compared to some of the other ones, too. So eventually, once I start getting more quests unlocked... 3 happy robots. Is that a clue? Probably is. So there's you. Forget how to play with you. Forget how this particular minigame works. Crooked handwriting. Keep on smiling no matter what difficulties you may face. Oh, it threw out a cube! Align them? Oh dear, it's timed. Smile? What does it want from me? Remaining robots.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence.
Oh god, what does it want? Which way even are they? Do I like launch it? What do I do? No, that's not it. That's not what I meant. How do I... don't quite know how to interact with. No! I'm running out of time and I don't know what to do! 5 out of 8? Challenge failed. I see that. Thanks. I don't know what it wants from me. Maybe I just have to tippy-tap the right ones? No, I had to be standing in the grass when I did that. Okay, maybe it's just 3 grass points and I'm dumb. So, like, align him. No, I want to. I saw the command. Yeah, there's a... Line up! No, that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked whatsoever. Hello? Thank you. Okay, but then how do I... Okay, I get the general idea of what it wants. Actually doing it and getting the controls to respond is a different beast. Can't open up those ones. I also don't want it doing that. With this, I want to thank you. Then what about the ones over there? What about you? What the heck affects you? Can't affect you from here, can I? Okay, I could have grabbed that one. Good to know. Why is this so hard? It's getting the actual command prompt to appear. Okay, I'll try it one more time and see if I can get it. You don't need to show it to me every time. Okay, I could get this one. I was over here somewhere when I got this. Frick. I'm literally looking right at it. Six. Okay, but then how the heck do I get... Can I, like, nudge it? No? I need you to nudge it, please. How the heck do I get over here? Okay, I'm not even gonna fuss with that.
I see everything.
Quietly now.
Here you are.
I get the basic gist of aligning them, but actually doing so and getting the right command prompt to appear is, for some reason, weirdly frustrating. Frostnite Glory, a bone plate from the horned crown of a defeated horse thing.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
So yeah, that might end up having to be one I look up because I am so perplexed about what this one in particular wants. You'd think I would be able to get some of these from closer, but apparently not. Is there any way once they're turned I can like use their magnetism for like a different thing? That is so... Because like this one I could potentially get from here. It doesn't help too that so many times I feel like I'm being drawn. In a different way than what I'm trying to use the skill as. Do they need to be done in a specific order?
Take it easy.
Because again, it's that one out there that freaking gets to me. I don't quite understand what this one wants. I'm not even looking at each other correctly. I feel like I'm missing like an entire set of weeds or something. What do I grab you with? You're too far away. I don't understand how to grab these two. Because there's nothing that converts close by. Is there supposed to be something here? Did they do a funky patch? Am I suffering from funky patch? I do notice that the graphics seem slightly better. I wonder if they upgraded a lot of the base models for the characters. Oh well. Anyways. Hidden in Shadows is available for next time. So I'll probably eventually return to town to do that. But now that I know I'm not just going to get instantly whizzed off to Snezhnaya, I'm not quite as worried. Where is it, actually? Oh, this is the way to Snezhnaya. Okay. It's this. This is probably... Yep. I guess I could start it early? Although... Yeah, because I can warp here. Ooh. I can, I guess, start it early. I don't like doing that because I lose so much context and it ends up typically spoiling so much. But considering the quests that I have on hand, I probably should do it, although I have been told that I'm gonna like ram into a bajillion things once I start 7.0. Like, you're gonna start an Archon quest and that's gonna trip on over a world quest and that's gonna trip on over a timed quest and it drives everybody nuts. So, we'll see. I might end up starting Snezhnaya then, and just putting it in its own playlist to start, and just me being my own confused mess, because I don't want to miss out on too much when that ends up being the case. Because if super duper timed stuff comes out that's story driven, I can look up at my own time whether this quest that has 4 days on it has like actual story attached. If it does, I should probably get my butt up to the frozen north. If it's just something basic and is like just one of the little mini gameplay ones, I can miss out on it. I don't care. If it's just a little Primagem farming one, I don't care. But if it's like MSQ that has like voice cutscenes and stuff in it, I kind of would like to get to that. So it might be a hectic scramble up to Snezhnaya, even though I haven't finished nod-krai yet. And then I'll just keep coming back and forth between them as I need to get things done, as well as Natlan, which has like one Archon quest and a few other world quests. Technically I won't consider Natland done until I finish all the other world quests that I've knowingly missed up until this point. If there's one I don't realize is there, because it's not on the map. It's not like some big blue one on the map like this. In any of the other regions, then I won't bother as much with it. But if it's something that I can literally see and I have put down like a pin for, because it has like major story in it, there's like one over here, there's one in here, there's one over here, things of that nature. There's this, whatever this is. There's still stuff that I have to do in Yeeling Wharf. There's a couple in here. Yeah, I'll do all the world quests and I'll tack those onto the end of Natland's playthrough, and then I'll start technically numbering the nod-krai playlists as their own thing. But while I do that, I may also be starting Snezhnaya at the same time, just because otherwise it's too easy to accidentally fall behind. And once that happens, I might end up missing out on actual world quests. So yeah, there's a whole lot of Genshin I gotta catch up on, to the point I would like to get to recording it faster, but I either A, get so burnt out on it, or B, I'm just not well enough to record it. So I'm doing my best, I promise. Not to mention there's other things. I am so close to being done with Zenless Zone Zero. I'm like 1 or 2 quests away. And do you think I've gotten to it in all these months? No. So we're gonna do our best with actually trying to get to things. So there's Odette and Arlecchino. I don't know anything about either of these characters, although I do think the character that looks like he's straight out of To Your Eternity is cool. I know Arlecchino fits in a lot of teams, although they have a play style that's not really my thing. They're basically Hu Tao 2.0, and I know absolutely nothing about Odette, although she is a Snezhnayan character, and so if they have any gameplay gimmicks that I don't know about, it might be a good idea to go for that. So I know Odette as in Swan Lake play. Sucrose, whom I already think I'm maxed. Especially since Swan Princess was my favorite princess movie as a kid. And it's a dud pull. Especially since 7.0 patch has already been out for like a week. Oh, and we get a Candace. And I've just been too busy to get to it. Or sick. I was actually sick all last week, so I didn't really get to record much of anything. So for that, this is where I'm going to call it and try to hustle my puns up into the next patch, especially since I can't really enter, I think it was Welkin Moon Part 4, without absolutely messing up my, what are these quests? The ones that are with Columbina, my Silver Moon Hall quests. I'm still doing those. I'm in part 2 of the quests, so I've done like my first set, and I'm in the second moon set. There's 3 sets in total, so I'm in the second set at the moment. And once they're all done, I'll glue them together. But it will mess them up if I get any further than Act 3 on those. So yeah, I'm gonna have to jump into Snezhnaya sooner than later. Oh well, but for now, this is where I'm going to call it. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined. Like and subscribe if you would like to see more Genshin Impact, even though my uploads won't actually match the playlists themselves for the order they go up in. Oh well, I'm doing my best. And I hope to see you all in future videos, which will eventually be sorted into the correct order. Bye-bye!